odor and corrosion testing for us. And we're also going to be talking to them about providing us with some additional assistance.
On the KCC audit, you might, I believe that audit report will go to the chairman, so you might want to collect that when it comes in, not necessarily wait till whoever the chairman is. Whoever it is, it'll come to that person.
Right.
Okay.
We've got it set to go to the city administrator at this point.
Oh, you do?
She's
Okay.
on notice to
Okay,
get it
you
to
got
me.
that set up. Okay.
Yes. We are making, next week, we're going to make some, we've got some erosion over the pipeline. We've wrote a letter, a certified letter to the property owner in question, notifying we'll be out there starting repairs next week. Another item, kind of a housekeeping item, I've been negotiating with the contractor to finalize a consulting engineer to update our spill prevention, containment, and countermeasures plan. The company's name is Environ. We've got basically a few odds and ends, but we should have that plan updated by the middle of summer. Just a follow-up to the lease agreements for the replacement trucks. We're continuing with the smaller trucks. We lease 6 of our specialty equipment. We have 2 derrick diggers, large and small. We have 2 large aerial trucks, and we have 2 small aerial trucks. Lease them from Alltech. The small units were approved back in April for delivery in August, and I'll be taking the lease agreements, or at least get authorization to proceed with the lease agreements for the small derrick digger and one of the large aerial trucks to council on the 16th. I've got the estimate for the new lease rates. We're well within the budget we have proposed for next year. They are going up. It's going up by about $5,000 a year. The aerial lift truck is about $400 more than we're paying now. However, we requested basically a platform. That happened in a meeting this afternoon.
I'm going to set that up for that.
A platform lift, so what it means is the actual buckets basically have 2 feet of play, so if you come out on your with your boom and you're under a wire and you need a lift, you can just you can adjust the position of the buckets by up to 2 feet. That's part of the reason for the increase. Another item that has come up, we received a solicitation to participate in a power study from KMEA. At one point, staff had preliminarily asked for up to 11 megawatts of capacity by 20. Give me a second, please, so I know what I'm talking about. Actually, 11 megawatts by 2019 to cover, basically cover the loss from the Omaha Public Power District. The cost of the study would be $33,000. However, before we commit to that, Greg Wilson and I are trying to contact Omaha Public Power District to see what we could go through them before we proceed with this. We don't have to respond to KMEA until the middle of next month. We have made contact with OPPD. It may be a couple of weeks before they get back with us. And then finally, received information from KMEA. Because we receive 700.7 megawatts of power from Western Area Power Authority, we're required to submit an integrated resource plan. The city has not done that before. The initial solicitation for this got caught up in the management change at Gardner Energy. Working with Greg Wilson, we're trying to put together a plan. We're going to be requesting a delay in submittal to WAPA, just because it's not something you can do overnight. It involves looking at your supply side, look on your demand side. We'll need to do some interviews. We hope to be coming back to you all in the July meeting to present for ideas. Then we'll need to take it to council, probably a work session in August. We're going to be requesting that WAPA give us a delay up possibly into November.
And feel free to call them at any time.
Okay, very good.
They're very helpful.
I think that's all I have. The only other item is our tree trimming contract is completed. Spent about $50,000 on it this year. Can't remember how many miles of line did we clear, do you know offhand, Bruce? But one thing you will look in our outage reports, trees are not a huge reason for outages. I can testify personally for in the old ice storm of 2002, the city was not doing a very diligent job of tree trimming, and we lost probably 80% of the town in that first evening. So,
Well, to interrupt, Dave,
Yes,
how
sir.
did we fare this morning in the storm with the winds?
We had one service go in.
One service, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, street light pole went in.
If you only had 7,000 people out.
Yeah.
Over by the FFA center, they had a pole broke off and still hanging up there.
Yeah, we had one service go in that manner.
Okay, that's quite the wind.
Yes.
So that's pretty good, and that's a testament to the tree trimming as well.
Right.
That's what's going down, yeah. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, I was done. That's all I have at the moment. And then just a reminder, I think you all got the agenda for the work session on Monday. That's what we'll be talking about that. That'll be at 6, I believe. Questions from me?
I had a question on the KMEA study.
Yes.
What exactly is that? What do we get for $33,000?
Well, it would look at, and I'm going to kind of go out on a limb and basically would look at what sources do you want to do, what options do we want to, as a group, or is there a desire to put in a production unit? Do you want to look at different types of power? Do you want to look at buying it from other sources? Our thought is, well, we've got OPPD, maybe we just take care of ourselves. I think some of it may be driven by the fact that the Kansas City Board of Public Utilities Nearman plant is, I think there was quite a few KMEA members that withdrew from the Nearman contract. And I think they're looking for alternate or replacement capacity. And so they're opening it up to other memberships to see if they want to participate.
Any other questions for Dave?
The only other question I had was on the small truck lease. What kind of timeline are we on for those trucks? Because I realized that the last one that we approved, there was a 9-month waiting period to get from the time that you get on you get your production slot or your where they start manufacturing your truck. Are we on a similar schedule for these smaller trucks, and are we going to be on schedule with the
small trucks are in progress, and they're set for delivery in August.
Okay.
The large ones are set for delivery at the 1st of April next year.
Any other questions? Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Moving on, is there any additional new business? Anybody? Moving on to other business. Do we have any other business tonight? Board members, staff? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Meeting closed. Adjourn.